If you do any sort of content creation, you're gonna really love this InnoLight stand. I can clamp it to the edge of my table and get really beautiful overhead shots. It also comes with a remote control, both for Android and for Apple. With the push of the button, I can either take a photo or a video, so I don't need to be standing nearby to capture footage. It clamps onto any surface that's flat and up to 2.5 inches thick. It also has 3 different color temperatures, cool, warm, and mid, and you can adjust the light intensity from 10% all the way up to 100%. I really love that I can capture professional looking footage using this overhead camera. Previously, I was trying to just use a tripod, but the angle just was not correct. And it was really difficult to get my camera directly overhead the item I was trying to record. Let me show you how I set this up and use this and what beautiful footage I can capture with this.
One of the things that I really like about this setup is that it's pretty small and compact. The LED light ring at the top is 10 inches in diameter, which is perfect for cooking or for small items. And the remote control comes in handy because once your phone is clamped into the center clamp on the light, it's kind of hard to reach around to get to the controls. So if you have this connected via Bluetooth, it just takes one moment. It works with all types of phones, and then you can actively just use the remote control to stop and start your photo or your video function. The mechanism itself is really simple to set up. You can see that there is a clamp style attachment in the center of this light ring, and it can accommodate any type of phone. You simply use a spring loaded action to load and unload your phone, and once it's in place, you don't need to adjust anything. If you want to make it horizontal or vertical, you can simply twist to rotate it. And one thing that's really nice about this setup is that every single joint is able to be adjusted completely. So you can see here that I can rotate this light ring in any direction I want, and then I can just turn this thumb screw and secure it into place. Do give it a really tight turn to the right to make sure that once your phone is installed, it doesn't start to fall on you. The next joint here can allow for movement up and down. You can see that you can get really close to your food item or object that you're recording, or you can get further up and away. And this arm is really nicely engineered. It's very simple to make the adjustments and be confident that it's going to stay in place while you're recording. And if you look at the bottom of the arm, you can see that we also have one more adjustment we can make here at the base to move in and out. And you can see here that I've attached this to my tabletop just using the vise at the bottom. This can accommodate up to 2.5 inches, and they do recommend that the more square the shape, the easier it is to attach. So do avoid an angled or molded corner if you can. And there's only one cord to deal with. It attaches to the light, and the other end is a USB that you can attach to a wall outlet. And on this wire, you will see that there is a really simple remote control. This powers the light on and off. You can also adjust the intensity of the light up or down, and you can change the color temperature. You can see that there are 3 different color temperatures here. I like the one in the middle. It is the most accurate when I'm recording, but you can go cooler or warmer if you want to. And you can also adjust the dimness down to 10% or all the way up to 100%. And as far as the intensity of the light, I have found that the quality is really good. I put it on a pretty low intensity during the daytime, but I have actually recorded with this in the evening time when it was quite dark. I put the light all the way up to 100%, and the video footage that I get is really nice. It looks nice and naturally lit, and it works quite well even in a dark room. Here's a little video clip of the footage that I took earlier in the video, and you can see that I have a great perspective here directly above my food item, and I have really great clips here that I can use for my food videos, but it would also make a great way to record small electronics or other small devices. I'm really pleased with the amount of flexibility I have with this, and in fact, if I wanted to go a little bit closer to my food, I could easily do that. Definitely check this out if you do any sort of content creation. This works great.